Several years ago, in 1976 or so, I traveled for the first time outside Nigeria. There was going to be a conference of world applied mathematicians in Canada. Of course, you will know how young I must be in 1975, 76. And there were only two representatives representing Nigeria. I happen to be one. That one is Favours on his own. I was just a little boy, just beginning, but somehow I was one of the two. And then I've never traveled outside Nigeria before. And Nigeria Airways of blessed memory left Nigeria late. So by the time I got to London, where I was to take my flight by British Airways to Ontario, I think, Canada, the British Airways plane had gone. So I went to them, they said, well, sorry, you missed your flight. We will arrange for you to stay in an hotel. And quickly they made the arrangements, and then they said it's Nigeria Airways that was late, that they will pay. They have already given me everything I needed to go to the hotel before they picked the phone to phone Nigeria Airways. And I was hearing their conversation. Don't put him in any hotel. I didn't wait. I ran. I got to the hotel, and it was time to eat. And I went to greenhorn, fresh from Africa. I don't know any of it. And there were two restaurants, one on the right, one on the left. Which one do I go to? I said, when I get to heaven, I'm going to be on the right. So I branched to the restaurant on the right. I didn't know that that is the restaurant for first-class passengers. And I had economy. So I went there, and I'm telling you, the food there was something else. That was the first time I found myself sitting down at the table, and a white man was serving me. Oh, I wish somebody would take my picture. So I went there, took lunch, took dinner. On the following morning, before I went to the airport, took breakfast. Then as I was about now to go, they asked for my meal ticket, the ticket they gave me at the airport. And I showed the man there. I said, no, you should belong to the left side. I said, that's too late. Favours. Then I got to Canada. And the queue was very long because people came from all over the world. White people, yellow people, everywhere. The queue was long, and it was cold. It was the first time I was living, I didn't know anything about the cold over there. And all of a sudden, a woman came from the table where they were registering the people. Came all the way, and suddenly she stopped when she got to me. What's your name? I told her. Where do you come from? I told her. Then she turned back. Few minutes later, she returned with a big cup of hot tea and a big pack of sandwiches and gave to me. I didn't look at anybody. I finished that thing. Just as I was finishing, she came back. She had gone to register for me and brought me everything I needed, and came with a young man to take me to where I will stay. God is going to single somebody out for a miracle. Then I got into my room, and my wife at home was wondering, how is he going to survive over there now? We don't even know what they eat. Suddenly somebody came knocking at the door the following morning. And he said, I saw your name on the list of those who have come. Your name is Adeboye, aren't you? I said, yes. And he said, he's a Nigerian from Ota. Oh, Atango. So he's studying there. And he told me, when it is time for lunch, come to my place. I don't know how he did it, but he has a way of mixing ground potato with starch. He does it in such a way that it will look like pounded yam. And I just found myself eating pounded yam in Canada. I can go on and on. Favor. On the last day of the conference, they took us to the government farm to entertain us. And so we have barbecue, and we were all lining up, taking our food. And I look at the farm, beautiful, green grass all over the place. And I just felt like going out. I took my food, went outside, and one young white man followed me. I don't want to tell you the story of how God distinguished me at that conference. And when I got out and I saw the very beautiful green grass, I felt like sitting down and just enjoy myself. But when I touched the ground, it was cold. So I decided I would stand. And the white man came to me and said, you want to sit down? I said, yes. He removed his jacket, spread it on the floor, and told me to sit. I said, no. And I have God say, sit down. You are the son of the King of Kings. I am praying for someone today. Beginning from this moment, you will be enjoying divine favor. Now, if I tell you all other things that happened on that trip, you won't believe some of them. But God just kept on showing me favor upon favor upon favor.